Man, thank you, brother. Happy New Year to you too, brother. Man, well, flying in a cockpit welcome, fly conversations from fly individuals
Hmm.
from a fly point of view. First, for the people who live under a rock, for the people who like to eat McDonald's every day or Burger King or something, man, tell them who you is,
Well,
where you from, and what
how
you
y'all
do,
doing
boy.
today? I hope everybody's staying dry in this weather. It's going down. But
Man, for real,
I'm Rome's
for
Kitchen.
real.
We Italian soul food right here, straight out of the San Francisco Bay Area, Hunters Point to be exact. We do Italian soul food. We on a transition right now. We just got a food truck, so we just basically transitioning doing this Italian soul food one day at a time. Just build.
Okay, okay. Well, give us a little background of what even made you want to get in the kitchen and do your thing and serve the
Well,
people.
as y'all can see, I'm a big nigga, so I've been eating my whole life. Always had a love for food, but I always like used to cook in college. I went to college and everything, and I used to cook in the dorms. And people used to tell me like, "Bro, your food is good. Like this is something different. This ain't just regular." And I used to kind of just laugh at the thought, like niggas used to tell me, "Bro, you should sell plates." And I used to be like, "I ain't selling no plates. I done went to college, took all these tests to go." I used to think it was funny. So then, just make a long story short,
Mm-hmm.
my nephew he started taking me to these weed events in Oakland. And me being an opportunist, I seen there was long lines of food, and when I tried the food, it just wasn't too good. So I decided to shoot my shot to go down there, and one thing led to another.
Mm. That's what's up. That's what's up. So where does give us some of your definition of the Italian soul food. What is your
Well, my
definition of
definition of
Italian soul
Italian
food?
soul food, it's the best of both worlds. And what I mean by that, it's a place where you can come get your traditional soul food and some traditional Italian soul food dishes within the same menu. Like there's not a lot of places where you could go get candy yams and barbecue. Then when you flip the menu over, they got all these different pastas and ricottas and Italian salads and different things like that. And believe it or not, a lot of my food is blended in with Italian seasonings, even with my greens, my yams. A lot of people might not know it. That's why it tastes. A lot of my food tastes a little different because I don't usually cook my soul food like the traditional way. I kind of mix it in with a lot of Italian blends,
Mm-hmm.
everything.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's different. That's different. Where did that come from? You wanting to experience with the different Italian blends and
Well,
opposed to
we
just doing
we kind
something
of
regular?
blessed here in San Francisco. If you raised here in San Francisco in the Bay Area, the diversity of food that you can get is phenomenal. Like we got real Italian spots here. We got real homemade pasta spots here. This is one of the spots you can get one of the most diverse, authentic foods. So when I started cooking, I started thinking to myself when I was coming up with different menus. And it was kind of hard. I was seeing a lot of people doing the same things. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do what I like to do. Whatever I like to eat, that's what I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
cook. I'm not following nothing else, just whatever I like to do. And I was like, when I'm at home, I noticed I cook a lot of pasta. Like instead of having some cabbage with some fried chicken, I'm gonna make me some Alfredo with it. And I was just like, this is the best. This is the
Mm.
best of both worlds. Every time, this is what I like to do.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. So now that we transition into the food truck, you know, transition into the restaurant possibly in the future. Let us know like what do you do to feel like you give back? What do you do to give back to the community to show that you appreciate the people of your
Yeah,
struggling where you at now?
I definitely appreciate the people for sure. Because without the people, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. They done helped me get through COVID. The same people that used to walk to my house and buy food when I was serving plates out of the house, it's the same people that's coming to see me now. So my ways of giving back, it's like I try to keep my prices at an affordable rate. And then on top of that, I try to make sure
Mm-hmm.
that the quality is there every single time. because here in the Bayview, we don't have a lot of good, well, not even in San Francisco, period. We don't have a lot of good quality soul food where you can come get something to eat. And when you leave, it feel like you just left your mama house. You just left your auntie house, your grandmama house. So that's my way of giving back, is trying to keep these quality cultural meals, because gentrification is everywhere. And everywhere we turn around, it's a new restaurant, but it's not any soul food here. So that's my way of giving back, is just trying to keep, I'm trying to fight against gentrification and keep us together at the same time. And then with the twist of that, I want to show people, like, I'm born and raised here in Hunters Point. I done went to school here. I done did everything here. And when I was coming up, people used to tell me, oh, there's nothing good that comes out of the Bayview. And a lot of my friends is either dead or in jail, or they live in a fast life. And I just want to show the youngsters around here, like, you ain't always got to have the wicked jump shot. You ain't got to be able to put on the helmet and knock a nigga out his boots just to make it. You could do something else different. You can cook. You could be a chef. It's different things that you can do, and just punch the clock on it. It'll work for you.
That's real. That's real. That's real. So we want to tap into Rome a little bit. Give us some like a dream meat or a dream sauce that you want to work with, or something that you just been thinking about, like, man, this is something that I would incorporate, or something new. You know, give us in the mind of Rome. You know, what would your dream dish be to cook?
Well, damn, that's a good question. You went deep in the bag on that one. But it's one dish I would say. I only made it one time, and I've never seen nobody else make it before. And I made it one time. I made it 3 years ago on a birthday, and because I was everybody was like, oh, let's go to this spot, let's go here, let's go there, and I'm calling around trying to get this particular dish, and it's a basically I would call it an Alfredo boil. So basically, in a nutshell, it's a crab boil with crawfish, crab, everything that comes in a regular boil, is shrimp, the links, the sausages, the corn. But instead of just your regular mukbang sauce, it's full with Alfredo white cheese sauce. Yeah, and then when I made it, I put it on the barbecue pit. So I grilled all of the seafood first, and then I put the sauce over it in the pan and let it cook on top of the barbecue pit. So that was like a barbecue smoked Alfredo boil. I don't even got the name for it, but something like that. And I only did it one time in life, and it came out perfect. I want to do that again. And I've never seen that nowhere.
Okay, man.
Mm-hmm.
I never heard of that either. So you know, winding down, we don't want to hold you too much. Give us the definition and the legacy of Rome's Kitchen. Like when you know, 10 years from now, 5 years from now, you know, 15 minutes from now, when somebody taste Rome's Kitchen, you know, when they put that food in their mouth or they hear about it, what do you want people to know? And what do you want people to remember about Rome's Kitchen?
I would say, first of all, I want you to walk away with a good experience. We try to keep an ambiance, and when we down there, try to have some music going, the desserts, the drinks. I try to have a whole experience for you when you come down and see me. You know, I'm asking you how your grandmama doing if I know her. I want to make sure it's not like you just coming to spend some money. I want you to feel like you coming to support me. You spending your money, but you leaving away with not just a plate, with an experience, and you feeding your soul. So I would say when they think about me, I want them to think of hard work, consistency, and just a flavor that you can't beat. Like it's like dishes I still tell my mom, like, you don't make the meatballs with the gravy like you used to when I was a kid. It don't taste the same. And it's just like you can remember certain dishes that you can follow for a long, and you'll be chasing it. And I want people to be able to chase it and be like, I can't get it nowhere else but Rome. Like, you know, like certain, we kind of got that now with the honey sticky sauce. People tell me they can't get that taste nowhere else but here at Rome's.
I've been tasting that honey wings since the cannabis smokeouts, and I still can't get that flavor.
That's my goal right there, is just to have you have something unique. You know, something you cherish, something you think about.
That's what's up, man. Well, the last question, you know, just for the youngsters and just because, you know, the day and age that we in, you know, um, give us a little dose of how important is to be an entrepreneur out here and have a good woman by your
Well, being
side.
an entrepreneur is hard work. I would say. I still got a part-time job too. I do have to tell the people that because I see some people they run up on me, wrong, wrong, wrong. Man, you inspiration. I'm finna quit my job and start cooking. I be like, nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't quit your job. Don't quit your job because you still need something to fuel your bills. We in San Francisco, the highest, one of the most expensive cities in the world, and from being an entrepreneur, it goes with along with the hard work and the discipline. Like I listened to an interview from the owner of Fubu, and he said that he worked at Red Lobster. He was working at Red Lobster while he started Fubu, right? So when he first started, he was doing like 120 hours a week. Fubu started kicking off on him. He dropped down to 100 hours. As it went down more and more and more, he dropped about 10 hours each time. But at the end of the day, he was saying he did that for a whole year before he completely quit. But if he would have quit, he would have lost out on a good 60,000 of regular money that could be fueling his business. So along with that, on the flip side, what you were saying about the importance of having a strong woman on your side, like the same thing he was saying, he needed somebody to understand when you come home from them late nights and them early mornings that sometimes, you know, it's hard work, it's strenuous. You got to have a clear mind to go to sleep. You got to be able to process certain things. It's invoices, it's receipts, it's recipes, it's different things that you got to do. And to be able to process those certain things, you got to have some type of leisure and quiet time, whether if that's just somebody trying to build you up. You know, sometimes you might not be too confident for the week. You got a bad order. You messed up on something. A customer told you they didn't like something. You got to have somebody strong in your corner to be able to tell you know what? We're going to get past that. It's okay. Focus on getting your rest tomorrow. Tomorrow you're going to wake up and it's going to be a new day and you're going to go in there and kill them. So it's very important because being an entrepreneur is it's like being an octopus or a spider. Your hands is everywhere. Your mind is everywhere. It's never really no breaks. Like people tell me, you should just take a day off. Or when I'm not cooking, they think I'm chilling. There's no chilling because when I'm not cooking, I still got to go to the stores. I got to go prep. I got to stay on top of inventory, the forks, the napkins, the bottles for the juice, the dessert containers. Like people, they just look at it and think, you know, that's it. It's a lot. It's a 24/7, 24 hours around the clock, 7 days a week job. And you got to find balance. And with that balance, you got to find, even with taking a break. Like I'm starting to think about that now. I'm glad you brung that up because that's something I'm trying to manage myself. So I'm realizing I used to think like, oh, I'm finna take a day off and I'm finna just sit in the house and do nothing. Watch some battle rap. I ain't doing shit. I'm finna sit here all day. Then I realized like that's not a day off for me. A day off for me is going to the gym, going to go hoop, going to go ride a bike, doing something that I usually don't get to do in my time, being able to have an outlet. So as long as your partner can respect when it's time for you to have that outlet, that's very important as well.
That's real. That's real. Man. We appreciate the game you giving us about this chef game, and I hope other chefs is watching and they could soak some of this game up and man continue to be great, man. And I know you know everybody that's clapping for you, and we love the motto, the food that feeds your soul, and we love how you make everybody feel like family, man. So that means we always gonna come.
Yeah, that's our motto.
We
We don't have customers, we got family members. That's the way we look at it.
That's what's up, man. Well, you enjoy the rest of your evening, man. And I'm gonna come get some food. You know, when y'all get open,
Appreciate
and,
you.
it's
You
all
stay
good,
dry out
man.
there.
One love, for sure.